I'm Brian Winnekins. We are at the NAFB convention in Kansas City, and thank you to our broadcast sponsors, including Growth Energy, also Pip Seeds at Darylin Equipment Services, Ashley Gaussman, your BASF representative serving Northwest Wisconsin, and BASF. And speaking of BASF, we are with Chad Asmus. He is with the BASF, and we're going to talk about Egenia Herbicide today, and especially for soybeans in western Wisconsin. Chad, thank you again for joining us. Well, I know when I talk with Ashley once a month, we've been seeing some weed resistance issues starting to crop up. A lot of times we've always talked about corn on the corn side, but even on the soybean side, there are some things we're starting to have to worry about.
Absolutely. Glyphosate resistance is prevalent in over 40 states, and if listeners in your area are growing soybeans, chances are they or their neighbors are fighting glyphosate-resistant weeds.
So what are some of the things that the farmers can do to help maybe slow that resistance down?
Sound weed management practices on the chemical side include using multiple sites of action and using residual herbicides. Egenia Herbicide for dicamba-tolerant soybeans and cotton provides a new and effective site of action to control some of your toughest broadleaf weeds, including glyphosate-resistant species.
Talking with Chad Asmus with BASF about Egenia Herbicide today at the NAFB convention. So you mentioned it's a different site of action, and is that really one of the most effective ways that we can fight some of these resistant weeds?
Yes, Egenia Herbicide is a new and effective site of action, being a new and advanced dicamba formulation for dicamba-tolerant soybeans and cotton. However, Egenia is not meant to be a standalone product. Egenia still has to be used with other sites of action and residual herbicides, like, for example, using one of our new products, Zidua Pro herbicide, as a pre-emerge, followed up by Egenia post-emerge, is an effective way to control those resistant weeds.
And so really it's all part of an entire plan, and not only from the herbicide standpoint, but really when a farmer is looking at weed management, they need to also look at not only, again, the herbicide side, but even crop rotations and other ways to help with these resistant weeds.
Absolutely. Effective weed management is an overarching plan and needs to have a comprehensive solution.
Again, talking with Chad Asmus with BASF, and so with Egenia Herbicide, tell us when and how farmers are able to use it, because you mentioned it has to be as part of a plan. So when's the optimum time to use Egenia?
Egenia, as a new and advanced dicamba formulation that's unique to BASF, can be used from a post-emerge standpoint. And it is best used, again, in multiple sites of action and to be used post-emerge on your dicamba-tolerant soybeans.
And if folks have more information, they'll be able to talk with Ashley Gaussman, our BASF representative in Northwest Wisconsin. Well, Chad, again, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you very much.
Chad Asmus with BASF. We are at the NAFB convention in Kansas City. I'm Brian Winnekins on Real Country 1430 WRDN.